Sammons takes him to the bucket.
Three. Good by Layne.
And Fifield, he takes the lead. And Prestonsburg throws it away. Nice steal that time by Trinity Rose. He takes Frazier, another drive and another dunk. Boy, I tell you.
Don't stop, check it out, y'all. Come on, don't stop the game.
Off in a dunk. They made that look too easy, didn't he?
Yeah, we on the road.
Hammer up there. Head shot up. Good by Kevin Robinson. Right at the big man.
Over the big man. I think he even got a piece of that one.
Don't stop, water in my veins. Don't stop the game.
And we'll take this one to the right. Close it down.
Yeah, that knee looks all right.
Yep.
And welcome back to the Prestonsburg Fieldhouse as we're about ready for the night's second game between Betsy Layne and Prestonsburg. As Prestonsburg comes in 1, 2, and 5 on the season. They've lost 5 games. And before we get into it, one thing that we forgot to mention to our folks about the first game, the Betsy Layne 63-60 overtime win. Katie Kidd from Betsy Layne, 18 points tonight, and the game winner in overtime, and she's our Intermountain Sports Player of the Game.
Yeah, she played well of the game. You know, they had a couple of people stepped up, but Katie hit the glass hard, had, like I said, had the game winner, 18 big points, great all-around game.
She took the shot in regulation that would have won it, missed it, and then she redeemed herself by hitting the game winner in the overtime. So Katie Kidd, the girls' Intermountain Sports Player of the Game. Now back to the boys' game. As we said, Prestonsburg comes in 1, 2, and 5. They've only got 3 games in because of the COVID. As like I said, they've lost 5 games. They're led in scoring by Ryan Rose, the big sophomore, averaging 12 points a game. Grant Justice 9.7. Also Will Gullett 9.5. 6.3 for Jacob Martin, and looks like 6 points a game for Caleb Jarvis. And on the rebounding side, Rose averaging 7.3 rebounds a game. Will Gullett 6.5 rebounds a game. Prestonsburg on the season in the 3 games has shot 44.9% from the field, 36.5 from the three-point line, and 75.8, which is a good team average from the free throw line.
Absolutely. That'll win some games for you. You get in those close games. For Betsy Layne, they are 3-4 on the season, and they are led in scoring by Jordan Frazier with 21 points a game, Brady Robinson with 20 points a game, Chase Mims with 13, Nick Howe with 6, Andrew Kidd with 6, and Davey Bentley with 3, Byron Taggett with 2. And, you know, big game last week or Tuesday night, Jordan Frazier had a monster game. So, I mean, between him and Robinson, those two are scoring. I mean, they can fill it up in a hurry. You got to make sure you're guarding those guys. On the rebound, on the glass, they got Chase Mims with 8 rebounds a game, Jordan Frazier with 7, Brady Robinson, Davey Bentley with 3 rebounds a game, and you know, they can score in bunches, and we saw Tuesday night they like to get up in your face, full court, pressure defense, and, you know, that's the way Coach Newsom was when he was at Pike Central with his girls. So, you know, you kind of know that MO, and if you're Prestonsburg, you just got to be ready because you know that's coming at you.
You're right. Betsy Layne, like you said, Tuesday night against Floyd Central, they got out early and often in that first quarter and knocked some threes down, and like you said, pressure defense, got a lot of turnovers. They pretty well put that game away in the first quarter.
Yes.
The other time that we've seen Prestonsburg this year is when they was in the All-A tournament as they played Shelby Valley, and Shelby Valley, Prestonsburg played, I don't remember exact score, but at a half I think they was down you know, it was in single digits, and then Shelby Valley come out the second half, started hitting some three-pointers and put them away. So not a lot of game experience as far as experience this year, just 3 games being played. But
Yeah, one thing you'd think, they're going to have a chip on their shoulder. Betsy Layne, the last time we were here, we were just saying off the air there, the 58 district tournament, first round, Prestonsburg upsets Betsy Layne.
You're right.
So they're, they may want a little revenge in here tonight.
Well, we'll send it back. Well, we just got a minute here before the starting lineup, so I guess we'll just keep it right here with it. And I'd like to remind everyone that you can listen to this game on WXKZ 105.3. Also, we're on live TV on Channel 5 and HD 105. Also, Facebook page and the YouTube page, WPRG. And if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, we encourage everyone to like, share, and give us a comment on who you're rooting for and where you're rooting from. Let us know how we're doing as we try to bring all these games to you that we can to do for the COVID. It makes it more comfortable for you, maybe sitting at home to see these games. And we're about 10 seconds away from the starting lineups, and we'll send it out.
Prestonsburg High School Fieldhouse. Tonight, it's the Betsy Layne Bobcats and your Prestonsburg Blackcats. Our starting lineups for tonight's second game. First, for the guests on the scoreboard, the Betsy Layne Bobcats. Starting at guard, number 1, Jordan Frazier. At guard, number 2, Sean Howell. At guard, number 10, Brady Robinson. At forward, number 25, Jacob Brady. And at center, number 50, Chase Mims. They're coached by Derek Newsom.
And have a starting lineup for Betsy Layne. Now we'll get Prestonsburg.
And now, here's your Prestonsburg Blackcats. Starting at guard, number 2, Jacob Martin. At guard, number 3, Caleb Jarvis. At guard, number 4, Grant Justice. At guard, number 14, Wes Salisbury. And at center, number 23, Ryan Rose. They're coached by Brent Rose.
And that's our starting lineups for tonight's second game between Betsy Layne and Prestonsburg. And Justin, we've got a viewer from Rutledge, Tennessee watching, and that would be John Leno's Nana. Also, our old buddy Johnny Kidd rooting for Betsy Layne from Paintsville, Kentucky. Charlie Pinson, our old buddy, tuning in watching as Prestonsburg won the coin toss. We're not playing football, we're playing basketball, but they have a coin toss, and they'll have it to start the game.
Can you defer, Larry?
It defers to the second half, yeah. Here's Salisbury with it. And here's a 3. Martin, no good. Rebound comes off to Betsy Layne. Well, it's on the floor.
Good hustle.
And Jarvis comes up with the loose basketball. He'll give it over to Justice. Top of the circle, Rose, the big man, 3, no good. Hits the floor. Rebound comes off to Martin again. So,
wow.
Preston,
Three possessions in a row.
Prestonsburg with 2 offensive rebounds on this possession. Here's Salisbury with it. Comes over to Rose. Goes down in the corner. That is Justice with it. Jarvis back to Justice. Betsy Layne in a man-to-man, looks like. There's Martin. Gets it back over to Justice. 3 in the air. No good. And ball hits the baseline. It'll go to Betsy Layne.
And they shot 3 threes.
They did.
And those, just like the girls, though. I mean, it got them down early, but they came back in the second half.
Mooresburg, Tennessee looking in. We appreciate it. Fleming Neon also. As Betsy Layne working in the front court with it.
Little 2-3 zone.
There's Nick Howell with it. Works over to the right side. Frazier comes out, back to Howell, over to Robinson. They look inside, nothing doing. Robinson goes inside now. That's Rainey in the inside. He gets it back out. Mills outside with it, finally gets loose of it. Back to Rainey, back to Mills. Spin move in the lane, goes up against the Rose, no good, but Brady Robinson with the offensive rebound put back. And the Bobcats breaks out on top, 2-0. And here's the steal, Frazier. He puts it up and in. And the Bobcats up before.
Turning the pressure defense up.
And here is Robinson as they get it into front court. Stop, pop. That's Jacob Martin with the left-handed shot. And the Black Cats get on the scoreboard, 4-2. On the other end, Frazier, as he goes into the bucket, takes a spill, foul called. He'll go to the line for 2. And that's going to go against number 14, West Salisbury. Frazier, he was going to throw that one down, and he got an undercut. First free throw up and good. Just getting started. 5:54 here, first quarter. 5-2, Betsy Layne. Frazier with one more free throw coming. And the second one is up and also good.
Lets them get in that pressure defense, too.
6-2, Betsy Layne, and they're in the man-to-man full court pressure. Here's Frazier on Justice. Justice, and here's a steal. Sean Howell comes off his man, puts it up and in. And the Bobcats out 6-2, and Coach Brent Rose is needing a timeout. It's going to be a 30-second timeout, Justin.
Yeah, this kind of real similar to Tuesday night when Betsy Layne just jumped all over Floyd Central right out of the gate. And, you know, if you're Prestonsburg, and I'm sure that's what Coach Rose is going to talk about, in that man-to-man press, if you could just maybe get Grant Justice the ball, just kind of let everybody go down the floor, because when you kind of crowd it up, it's easy to get a hand on the pass or a dribble there.
Well, you're right. You know, it's man-to-man pressure, but then Justice was being guarded by Frazier, but
and then Howell
comes off his man. If you spread the court and get that man away from him, they can't jump to that double team.
That's right. And if they do, then you throw it immediately to that person's man, and you're in. See, this little corner here is
and there was the double team, but they got it out. Justice gets it into the front court. That's Martin with it, and his pass knocked out of bounds by Howell. It'll stay with Prestonsburg.
Yeah, real active on defense.
And Rainey getting to start tonight. Last week we had
Byron Tackett.
Tackett, yes, getting to start. As we was wondering what was wrong with Andrew Kidd, but I seen him on the bench in a boot, so he's having some kind of ankle or foot problem, looks like. Here's Rose working, gives it over to Jarvis. Jarvis has it knocked away by Howell. Comes with it, hits 2-on-1 over to Robinson, puts it up, comes off, and Jarvis comes off with the rebound. Into the front court comes Jarvis, still on the move down the lane. Beautiful bounce pass over, no good. Rose had the rebound, knocks it loose by Rainey, and he comes with it. Gets it loose over to Brady Robinson. Now Howell in the front court. Frazier. He'll go into Robinson, down the lane, back out to Rainey. 15-footer, up and good.
Good pass by Robinson.
Prestonsburg now trails by 8, 10-2. Here's Jarvis in the front court. Nearly stolen. Betsy Layne getting her hands on a lot of passes right now as they'll settle it down now as Grant Justice stands and gets his offense started. Wes Frazier over to Martin. Back it'll go to Justice over on the left side. Looking inside to Rose, gets it into Rose. They immediately double team him, back out to Jarvis. Jarvis puts on the floor, down the lane, shot up, no good. Rose with the rebound, up, no good. Foul called. Going to be 2 shots. And that's going on Mills. We encourage everyone, if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, to like, share, give us a comment on here you're rooting for and where you're rooting from, as Rose free throw no good. 4-13, first quarter, Betsy Layne 10-2. And we got number 22, Byron Tackett, coming in for Betsy Layne, as Rainey will get a rest. And Rose's second free throw up and good.
Yeah, got Connor Hopkins in for Prestonsburg, and Gullett just checked in too.
Will Gullett, number 15. And Prestonsburg will put the full court pressure on. Betsy Layne gets it into front court. Robinson, he'll gets it over. That's Tackett just into the game. Kicks it over. Back out to Howell. 3 in the air. No good. He's fouled. He'll go to the line for the 3 as number 12.
Connor Hopkins.
Prestonsburg foul number 12, Logan Boyd.
That's Boyd, Logan Boyd. Number 12. I know I've got Connor Hopkins as number 13. So and the free throw is
good.
Yeah, they was late getting on. Good. Well, Hal, he'll have 2 more.
Yeah, that was come right underneath him.
Second one up and good, and he'll have another one as he was fouled in the act of shooting. 4:01 left, first quarter. Betsy Layne 12-3, and Hal could give him a double-digit lead. And the free throw comes up, no good. Gullett comes off with the rebound, has it taken away by Brady Robinson. He puts it up, no good. Tipped out of bounds off of Prestonsburg. It'll stay with Betsy Layne.
Yeah,
Got a viewer looking in from Berea, Kentucky. And there's Mills shot no good, and he's fouled. Is that going to be against Rose? Yes. Yep. That'll be a battle all night between those 2 big guys.
Yeah, those 2. Mims got the meat, and Rose has the height.
And Mims misses the first free throw. 3:52 first quarter, 12-3. Betsy Layne with the lead. And Mills misses again, and we've got one more as got a lane violation against Prestonsburg. Frazier had the rebound, but Mills will have another one.
Might have worked out better for him because I'm sure Frazier's probably going to finish that.
Mills eyes it, and he makes it.
Makes them pay.
He makes them pay for that violation. 13-3, 10-point lead, Betsy Layne. And Prestonsburg gets it in. Here's Justice with it. Yeah. Robinson fouls him.
Yeah, Coach Newsom not real happy.
Rutledge, Tennessee looking in. Betsy Layne by 10, 13-3, 3:50 left, first quarter. Gullett looking to get it in. He'll get it in. That's Salisbury. Down in the corner, it'll go to Rose. Back out on top. 3 in the air, no good. Rebound Brady Robinson. That was Logan Boyd with the shot. And on the other end, Sean Howell challenges the big man, and he said, don't bring that in here. He sends it out of bounds.
Yeah, that's you got to use your body a little bit more.
And quickly inside, Frazier puts it up and in amongst a trio of Black Cats. And then quickly into the front court it'll come. Here's Salisbury with it. And Boyd is fouled.
I think it's going to be on Howell.
15-3, Betsy Layne quickly out to a 12-point lead as Jacob Rainey coming in now for Mills. Mills, Rainey, and Tackett will be having the duties tonight, guarding Rose, and they're going to try to wear him down. I can see now, Coach bringing all those players in. Here's Rose with it, top to circle 3, no good. Rebound on the floor and picked up by Justice. His pocket was picked. Here's Brady Robinson. It's knocked loose, but Howell picks it up. Frazier 3, no good. And picked back up and in on the loose basketball that was Frazier putting it in.
Good save by Rose.
And here we got a timeout as Prestonsburg just having trouble getting it into the front court right now. And Coach Rose is going to use another 30-second timeout. And he's not happy with some of the officiating down low. He thought Robinson was over the back on that rebound.
Yeah, he's, I'm sure, frustrated in general, just with the play and, maybe some of the calls not going his way. But, I mean, this is the second time this week we've got Betsy Layne, and I mean, that's their MO. I mean, they're going right at your
Pressure
face.
defense.
I mean, they're up in your face.
Well, you know, they've got 3 or 4 players they can come off the
Yes.
bench with, and when you've got 8 or 9 deep that you can play,
Yeah, keep
you
them
can put that
fresh.
pressure up.
Yeah. And, you know, you've got Frazier and Robinson. I mean, they're about as good a finisher as you can imagine. You know what I mean? So if you do
Yes.
get that turnover, and Howell's super aggressive on defense, and Mims, I mean, you've got a pretty good squad out there.
Prestonsburg will have it, bring the length of floor as Betsy Layne comes out in that full court pressure again. And they get it in. That's Boyd with it. He breaks the press down the lane, kicks it in there to Rose. He fumbles it and then picks it up and fouled on the shot. And we got 0 in for Betsy Layne now. That's Cameron Pentay. And Rainey with the foul. We'll have to listen to the PA announcer. They're not putting them up on the board for us this time, Justin.
Well, they didn't turn the lights off for the starting lineups either, I noticed, for the boys.
As Rose makes the first free throw, he'll have another one. 17-4, make it, and it stays that way as it rattles out. Rainey comes off with the rebound, gets it over to Pinkay in the front court. Works over to Brady Robinson, top of the circle. Her old buddy Johnny Parsons looking in. Here's Pentay, gives it over to Tackett, and back tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with Betsy Layne. 2:24 left first quarter, 17-4. Prestonsburg trails the Bobcats. Cameron Pentay steps out of bounds, looking to get it in. He'll get in Robinson in the corner. And Jarvis knocks it loose and picks it up, goes to the length of the floor and lays it in.
Good hands. That's what they need.
Caleb Jarvis with the steal to put back, or put the layup. 17-6. Here's Pentay with it. Gets it over to Frazier, and he throws it out of bounds as, well, no, they said it was tipped by Prestonsburg. Didn't see the tip on that one. And we've got a viewer saying number 12 is Connor Hopkins.
Yeah, I was pretty sure.
We on our roster they gave us, they got it Logan Boyd, so we'll change that.
Frazier with the pull up. He's picking up right where he left off on Tuesday.
And here's Brady Robinson with the steal, and then his pass is intercepted by Jarvis. And he takes it down, loses it, knocked out of bounds off from Betsy Layne. It'll stay with Prestonsburg.
Yeah, number 12, Connor Hopkins, that's Dougie's, Coach Hopkins, that's his son.
Okay. So Prestonsburg will have it. Jarvis out of the corner, 3, no good. That was Justice with the rebound. Goes across into the corner, baseline. Jarvis couldn't get it off, and Frazier comes up with the steal. Hits 1-on-2. He stops, gives it over to Howell, over to Mims. Mims double team, back out to Howell. Baseline. Here's Mims inside. Good beautiful move. Drop step, no good. Battle for the rebound. That's Rainey with it, and his shot's blocked. Comes up with it again. Puts it up, no good. Rose comes out with it. Rose battling inside.
Yes, big time. Same crew that we had before. You know what I mean? That a lot of action going on in there.
19-6, 1 minute left, first quarter. Betsy Layne the lead, and here's Rose losing the pass, and then it's stolen by Brady Robinson, and then Jarvis knocks it out of bounds from behind. It'll stay with the Bobcats with 54 seconds left.
Good hustle.
Brian Tackett returning lineup for Betsy Layne, and Will Gullett also coming in for Prestonsburg. As they'll get it into Mims. And here's a 3 up and good. Tackett with it. Byron Tackett.
Yeah, he
knocks
made a couple
down
up
top of the
there
circle.
Tuesday. He's good looking shot.
Grant Justice, Rose, gives it over to Hopkins into the front court. Jarvis back to Hopkins. And Hopkins walked with it. Turnover Prestonsburg, 33 seconds left. Betsy Layne will have it. And they lead 22-6.
Yeah, Prestonsburg just struggling on the offensive end, just kind of handling the ball.
Well, the pressure Betsy Layne's putting on them, they're not letting them get into their offensive sets.
No, they've really not settled down on offense and run anything.
Betsy Layne will look to take the last shot. We're down to 18 seconds. There's Tackett with it, looking for help. Gets it over to Mims. Mims drives the lane and gets it over. Howell, Sean Howell, 3, no good. Put back Robinson up and good. Brady Robinson. And here's Hopkins at the buzzer. No. And at the end of one, it's Betsy Layne 24-6 over Prestonsburg. We'll be back for second quarter action this year in the Mountain Sports Network.
I want to talk about a subject that's a little bit hard to talk about. Some of you out there may feel like you're at the lowest point in your life. Feels like it's never going to get better. You feel like the only option out there is to end your life. I promise, that's not the only option, and in fact, that's not an option at all. Taking your life doesn't end the pain, it gives the pain to other people. Keep your head up, I promise, things will eventually get better.
The good folks at Howard Family Pharmacy grew up right here in Eastern Kentucky. They know this town just as well as they know their customers. You want to be greeted by a friend and a pharmacist you know and trust. Come see Wes Howard and Tiffany Jacobs at Howard Family Pharmacy, located at Eastern near Allen Central High School. Call us or visit howardfamilypharmacy.com. Most insurance plans are accepted. Late hours, open on Saturday. Howard Family Pharmacy.
Welcome back to Prestonsburg, where Betsy Layne's all over the Black Cats in the first quarter, 24-6. And Larry, I mean, just if you're Prestonsburg, you just kind of got to calm down, and you know, I know that's easier said than done, but just calm down and just settle down a little bit, run your offense. But you know, Betsy Layne's just all up in their face and just taking it to them.
They're speeding them up, I think, making them play a little faster than you actually want to play.
Yes. Yeah, they've not really got very many good looks.
Right.
I mean, it just seems like it's a turnover or a rush three-pointer.
Betsy Layne will have it starting the second quarter. Howell cross court to Frazier, and Robinson and misses the alley-oop, but Mills comes up with it. Well, excuse me, that's Tackett, and then Robinson is blocked. Jump ball, and it'll go to Prestonsburg. Beautiful set play out of the timeout, and Robinson just not able to finish.
Almost on the flush.
And here's Gullett with it. Get it over to Justice. Justice into the front court. That's Hopkins. Hopkins takes it down the lane and throws it over in the corner to Jarvis. Jarvis drives the baseline, comes open, shot up, no good. Mills comes off the rebound. Robinson on the move into the front court. Down the lane, kicks it over to Frazier, and his shot's blocked by Rose. They're challenging the big man. He was up to the challenge that time. Here they got Justice. Knocked loose, then he comes back and gets it. Boy, helter-skelter basketball. Yes. Here's Rose with it in the front court. Mills all over him, and he's going to be called for the foul.
Yeah. That's his second, too, on Mims.
Well, that's their game plan to rough Rose up.
Yes.
They've already had 3 different players on him inside.
Yes.
And as Mills picks up his second, Rainey comes back in, and I think he has 1, maybe 2, doesn't he? Rainey?
Yeah. No, Rainey doesn't have any.
Oh, okay.
Robinson's got 1, and Howell's got 1.
They got 5.
Yeah, I missed one.
I think Rainey picked 1 up early there. We'll see next time. And here's Jarvis. Ball knocked loose, picked up by Hopkins. Drives the baseline. He's cut off. Gets it back out to Justice.
Yeah, physical ball. And, you know, the first game, the girls' game was the same way.
Exactly.
I mean, and
here's
the players
Justice down the lane. Shot up, knocked loose, and Gullett. Steps on the baseline trying to save it as Betsy Layne again with a block shot.
Yeah, again, just struggling offensively to get anything going, any kind of good looks.
6:38 left in the first half. Betsy Layne with the big lead, 24-6. They'll have the basketball as Howell brings it into the front court. Works over to Robinson. Robinson back out on top of the Howell. Back over to Robinson. Looks at a 3. He'll fire it. No good. And Frazier with the rebound puts it up and in.
Just outworking him.
Yes.
That's his 12th point already.
Jordan Frazier, 12 points. He had, 28 other night against Floyd Central, so he's got it all going right now on the offensive end. Here's Hopkins, breaks the press, gets it to Gullett. Back to Hopkins, 3, top the circle, no good. Gullett trying to get the rebound, but it's taken away from him by Howell. Howe into the front court. Here's Byron Tackett. Gets control. Fires a three. No good. Rose with the rebound.
Didn't get his feet good and set on
Yeah, he had trouble controlling the ball. Here's Justice down the lane, and he's going to be fouled before the shot.
It's like on Howe. That'd be his second, too.
And that's going to be 16 fouls for Betsy Layne. 14 West Salisbury returned the lineup for Prestonsburg, as well as Cameron Pente for Betsy Layne. 5:45 left, 26-20. Betsy Layne with a big lead.
Yeah.
26-6. That was, excuse me, a 20-point lead. Here's Hopkins with it, gives it over to Justice. Betsy Layne still in the man-to-man defense. Justice working out close to the timeline. Now he'll bring it into the defense, try to go into Rose, couldn't handle the pass. Pente comes up with the rebound. He works into the front court, and it's knocked loose from behind by Hopkins, and off of Pente, out of bounds over to Prestonsburg. So Prestonsburg will have it. They'll have to bring it to the length of the floor as Frazier is guarding Justice, trying to get it in. Having trouble to get it in. They finally get it into Hopkins.
That dead man's corner over there.
And it's knocked loose. Robson comes up the rebound, gets it over to Tackett, puts it up. No good. It's a foul on the pass when Robson get it over to Tackett, so it'd be no shots. And that's on number 21.
I think 12.
12,
yeah, 12,
okay. Connor Hopkins. And here's Pente, three, no good. Brady Robson goes in with the rebound, puts it up and in. Betsy Layne just controlling all phases of the game right now.
Yeah, nothing's coming easy, offensively or defensively for Prestonsburg. But now you're in the bonus.
Right. Betsy Layne might have to back off a little bit on that pressure defense. That was on Pente. It will send Caleb Jarvis to the line to a 1-on-1.
Yeah, it was kind of the same thing on Tuesday night with, a little bit of foul trouble. But, again, they've traded that foul trouble for a 20-point lead in the first half.
And Jarvis' free throw up, no good. Rebound comes off the Rainey and knocked out of bounds by Jarvis. It'll stay with the Bobcats. Number 10 in the lineup for... Oh, that's Robinson.
Yeah.
I was thinking, here's Pente. And Pente reverse, kicks it over. Rainey, no good. Rebound loose on the floor, and bodies on the floor. Out of bounds off of Hopkins. It's going to go to Betsy Layne. Can't fault Prestonsburg effort as far as hustle.
Yeah.
They're just not getting no shots falling.
No, and I think as soon as they see the goal, it's like they want to shoot it real quick because they're afraid they're going to turn it over and just not getting good looks.
Here's Sean Howe with it, gives over to Brady Robinson for the Bobcats and tries to go down inside. He thought Howe was going to break to the bucket, threw it right to Rose. Here's Jarvis into the front court, kicks it down in the corner. Justice and knocked loose on the way up. Rebound comes up, Howe with it. Into the front court. Frazier tried to go inside. The pass knocked loose. Frazier tried to get the rebound. Foul called. Bodies on the floor. Who's going to get it? 3 White. That's going to be on Jarvis. And that is 5 team fouls for Prestonsburg. So Betsy Layne will have it on the baseline. And they get it in. Frazier breaks free again. That's 2 times they've run that inbounds play. Frazier got open right at the rim.
Yeah, shooting layups.
30-6. Betsy Layne out by 24 points now. Has Prestonsburg scored here in this quarter yet?
No. They're 0 for 1 from the free throw line.
Shut them out here in the second quarter so far. We're just under 4 minutes to go. Here's John Little into the game. And he kicks it in the corner, 3 in the air, no good. Rebound Frazier. Frazier gets it over to Howe. Howe in the front court for the Bobcats. Comes across over to Robinson, open for a 3. Looks at it, puts it on the floor, gives it to Frazier. He's on the drive, goes right around Rose, puts it up and in.
What a move.
And Prestonsburg going to have a timeout. It'll be a full timeout. 32-6. Betsy Layne. We'll be right back. This is Intermountain Sports Network.
Come see the lineup of all new 2021 Harleys at Mineshaft Harley-Davidson in Pikeville.
Parkview Pharmacy in Minnie is now offering vaccines for flu, shingles, and pneumonia. We also offer RX flavor for children's medicine. Delivery service is available. We have a collection of the most popular Candleberry candles. Parkview Pharmacy has been servicing all your pharmaceutical needs for over 13 years. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. until 5:30 p.m. Give us a call at 606-377-2117. Christy, Valerie, and all the friendly staff at Parkview Pharmacy would like to say good luck to the Jaguars.
Welcome back to the field house where Betsy Layne's doing whatever they want to, Larry. I mean, just offensively, defensively, rebounding. I mean, it's just whatever they want.
All phases of the game. You're right. How many points Frazier got already?
He has got 16 already. He had 18 at halftime on Tuesday.
He ended up 28.
Yeah.
Here's John Little in the front court. Gets it back over to Grant Justice. Justice drives down the lane, stops. A little 10-footer up and good.
Good-looking shot.
Basket by Grant Justice.
Quickly in the front court, Betsy Layne. Robinson gets it over to Tackett. Back to Robinson. 3. Count it. Brady Robinson.
Do no wrong.
35-8. Betsy Layne with 3 minutes left first half. And here's a 3 out of the corner. No good by Martin. Ball out of bounds off of Rose. And we didn't get a final as far as the score, but got a message that Floyd Central beat Lawrence County tonight over at Floyd Central in overtime. This is the girls we're talking about. As Robinson misses his shot, rebound comes off to John Little, gets it over to Grant Justice. 10-0 on the season now for the Lady Jaguars.
Rolling.
Grant Justice working out close to the timeline for Prestonsburg. Gets the screen, top of the circle, Rose. Kicks it over in the corner. 3 in the air by Martin, no good. And rebound comes off. That's Tackett with it for Betsy Layne. Byron Tackett down the lane.
Good
Shot
move.
up good.
Wow.
Just
what a move.
Drove it right by Rose and put it up and in. And quickly on the other end, here's Martin with it. He backs it out, goes across to Rose. Rose down the lane, and he's fouled. And he hits the floor and holding his shoulder.
Yeah.
Holding his right shoulder. I think he tried to break his fall and might have hit his shoulder.
Yeah, that was a tough fall because he was in the air kind of coming down level.
2:05 left here first half, 37-8 Betsy Layne. We'll send it back to the station as they tend to Rose. This is Intermountain Sports Network.
When life's unfortunate events happen, we sometimes see people at their worst. That's why we make it our goal to give them our best. If you've been involved in an auto accident, have a workers' compensation, Social Security, or SSI claim, you need an attorney with proven results. You need John Earl Hunt.
I'm attorney John Earl Hunt. I believe in the U.S. Constitution, and I support the American flag. I'm a country lawyer. I'd be honored to represent you in your case. I'll treat you right. I'll do the best I can to help you.
I want to talk about a subject that's a little bit hard to talk about. Some of you out there may feel like you're at the lowest point in your life. It feels like it's never going to get better. You feel like the only option out there is to end your life. I promise, that's not the only option, and in fact, that's not an option at all. Taking your life doesn't end the pain, it gives the pain to other people. Keep your head up. I promise things will eventually get better.
Welcome back to Prestonsburg, where we're getting ready to get back to action. Rose, like he hurt his elbow there. He's on the bench getting some attention.
I think he's holding his shoulder. He came down. He was fouled as he went up for the shot. And
came down
Robinson with the foul.
Yeah.
Came down, tried to control his fall, and his shoulder might have popped out and back in. He's on the bench. He's still in some pain, looks like.
Yeah.
Gullett will replace him in the lineup and come in and take the shots. Makes the first free throw. 2:05 left first half, 37-9. Betsy Layne with the big lead. Gullett's second free throw up and also good. And Betsy Layne will have it. Prestonsburg picking up full court. Here's Tackett with it in the front court. Gives it over to Frazier, and it's knocked off his foot out of bounds. It'll go over to Prestonsburg. And Coach Newsom calling off the press. Prestonsburg's Justice into the front court with it.
Fall back in the zone, too.
John Little down in the corner here to go. That's Martin back out on top to Justice. Works around to Salisbury. Little now with it over on the left side. Picks up his dribble and nearly throws it away as Justice comes to the pass and gets it. Kicks it in the corner. Here's a three. Salisbury, no good. Rebound was Frazier, and then Little took it away from him, and inside Salisbury tried to put it up. Hit the underside of the backboard. It's off from Betsy Layne. It'll go to Prestonsburg.
I don't think he knew where he was at. Salisbury a little too deep.
Yes. And we got number 3, Donnie Hamilton, coming in for Betsy Layne. It'll come in. Here's Salisbury with it. Comes over to John Little. Back to Salisbury. Pente in the game for Betsy Layne. And here's Little. Kicks it in the corner, and Martin can't handle it. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Bobcats. And looks like Caleb Jarvis coming in for Prestonsburg. And Mills, Robinson, and Howell back in for Betsy Layne. 1 minute left here, first half. It's 37-10, Betsy Layne. They've got the basketball. Here's Robinson, free throw line jumper up and good.
Him and Frazier are so smooth.
Yes, smooth, yes. Prestonsburg on the other end, Justice with it. Drives down the baseline, shot up and good. Nice looking shot over top of Tackett. 39-12, Betsy Layne works. Here's Mills taking it to the bucket. Shot no good, gets his own rebound, puts it up and in. Mills ought to be able to do some work down low now with Rose out.
Yeah, for sure.
41-12, 24 seconds. John Little working for Prestonsburg. Back to Justice. Over to Jarvis on the left side. Back to Justice, top of the circle. Here's Gullett, free throw line. Jarvis looks at a three, but Robinson comes out on him, and Howell comes up with the steal. Jarvis challenges him on the other end, but he puts it up and in over him.
What a finish.
43-12. And Justice, he didn't realize what the time was, didn't get the shot off, so at the half, 43-12, Betsy Layne over Prestonsburg. We'll send it back to the station, be back with some halftime stats and comments. This is Intermountain Sports Network.
Use your smart home speaker to arm and disarm the system. A full line of cameras for both indoor and outdoor areas, so you can keep an eye on your property no matter where you are. Get an early alert for water leaks before you lose thousands of dollars to expensive flood damage. One easy-to-use interface for your phone and the slimline touchpad. Enjoy the peace of mind that comes from a professional smart security system.
Come see the lineup of all new 2021 Harleys at Mineshaft Harley-Davidson in Pikeville.
When life's unfortunate events happen, we sometimes see people at their worst. That's why we make it our goal to give them our best. If you've been involved in an auto accident, have a workers' compensation, Social Security, or SSI claim, you need an attorney with proven results. You need John Earl Hunt.
I'm attorney John Earl Hunt. I believe in the U.S. Constitution, and I support the American flag. I'm a country lawyer. I'd be honored to represent you in your case. I'll treat you right. I'll do the best I can to help you.
More than ever, we're all living online right now. It's one more reason using online account management from Gearheart Communications just makes sense. Visit ecare.gearheart.com to sign up so you can pay your bill, review your statements, or set up worry-free automatic payments, all without leaving your home. Make life a little easier. Online account management from Gearheart Broadband. Sign up today at ecare.gearheart.com.
I want to talk about a subject that's a little bit hard to talk about. Some of you out there may feel like you're at the lowest point in your life. Feels like it's never going to get better. You feel like the only option out there is to end your life. I promise, that's not the only option, and in fact, that's not an option at all. Taking your life doesn't end the pain, it gives the pain to other people. Keep your head up, I promise, things will eventually get better.
Are you tired of the same old cell phone? Want a brand new phone but really don't want to pay hundreds of dollars up front for it? Then Appalachian Wireless has the deal for you. Get the phone you actually want instead of settling for a cheaper phone with the Appalachian Advantage plan. Instead of paying $400 or more for the best phone, simply pay the taxes up front and a few bucks more on your monthly bill. Stop by your local Appalachian Wireless store or dealer today for more information. It's the better, simpler way to pay, and it's called the Appalachian Advantage. Better service, bigger savings. That's today's Appalachian Wireless.
The good folks at Howard Family Pharmacy grew up right here in Eastern Kentucky. They know this town just as well as they know their customers. You want to be greeted by a friend and a pharmacist you know and trust. Come see Wes Howard and Tiffany Jacobs at Howard Family Pharmacy, located at Eastern near Allen Central High School. Call us or visit howardfamilypharmacy.com. Most insurance plans are accepted. Late hours, open on Saturday. Howard Family Pharmacy.
Welcome back to the Prestonsburg Fieldhouse. We're at the halftime of tonight's second game between Betsy Layne and Prestonsburg, and Betsy Layne holds a 43-12 lead over Prestonsburg. And Justin, give us some numbers.
Betsy Layne with 43 points, Brady Robinson with 11, Jordan Frazier with 16, Chase Mims with 3, Nick Howe with 6, Byron Taggett with 5, Jacob Rainey with 2, and for Prestonsburg, Will Gullett with 2, Caleb Jarvis with 2, Grant Justice with 4, Ryan Rose with 2, and Jacob Martin with 2. And, you know, just domination really from Betsy Layne. I mean, just start to finish. I mean, just defensively, just all up in their face, and just Prestonsburg's not really had an answer for that pressure defense.
Well, yeah, they had that pressure defense. That's what I was saying, turned them over.
Yeah.
And Betsy Layne put, how many points was it up in the first quarter?
24, I think.
24 in the first quarter.
Yeah, I mean.
And they've never looked back. Of course, Rose took the fall as he fouled on his shot down in the lane and holding his shoulder as he went to the bench. He sat there a few minutes and then came out. We see him coming out now.
It looks like he
is leaving the gymnasium. They've got his arm, looks like in a sling. He tried to break his fall, and you know how you hold that down. I think his shoulder might have jumped out and back in, rolled out and back in, what it looked like to me. Not for sure, but he was holding his shoulder and he was in some pain. After that, Coach Newsom called off the pressure defense, but Prestonsburg still wasn't able to put very many points on the board.
No, they've struggled with, I mean, even in the half-court defense, it just, you know, Betsy Layne's all up in your face, and it didn't seem like they're getting quality looks at the basket. I mean, it seems like they're rushing it and just trying to get one up real quick, and you usually don't shoot a high percentage when you're doing that.
We're going to send it back to the station, and we'll be back for second half action shortly. It's 43-12, Betsy Layne over Prestonsburg here at the Prestonsburg's Fieldhouse, this Arena Mountain Sports Network.
I want to talk about a subject that's a little bit hard to talk about. Some of you out there may feel like you're at the lowest point in your life. Feels like it's never going to get better. You feel like the only option out there is to end your life. I promise, that's not the only option, and in fact, that's not an option at all. Taking your life doesn't end the pain, it gives the pain to other people. Keep your head up, I promise, things will eventually get better.
fully wireless sensors mean easy installation without damage from drilling. One app gives you total control over every aspect of your home. The ultimate deterrent for porch pirates. Know exactly when you receive a delivery. You need security that is a fully integrated security solution, encrypted end-to-end and professionally monitored. Enjoy the peace of mind that comes from a professional smart security system.
When life's unfortunate events happen, we sometimes see people at their worst. That's why we make it our goal to give them our best. If you've been involved in an auto accident, have a workers' compensation, Social Security, or SSI claim, you need an attorney with proven results. You need John Earl Hunt.
I'm attorney John Earl Hunt. I believe in the U.S. Constitution and I support the American flag. I'm a country lawyer. I'd be honored to represent you in your case. I'll treat you right. I'll do the best I can to help you.
Are you tired of the same old cell phone? Want a brand new phone but really don't want to pay hundreds of dollars up front for it? Then Appalachian Wireless has the deal for you. Get the phone you actually want instead of settling for a cheaper phone with the Appalachian Advantage plan. Instead of paying $400 or more for the best phone, simply pay the taxes up front, then a few bucks more on your monthly bill. Stop by your local Appalachian Wireless store or dealer today for more information. It's the better, simpler way to pay, and it's called the Appalachian Advantage. Better service, bigger savings. That's today's Appalachian Wireless.
Come see the lineup of all new 2021 Harleys at Mineshaft Harley-Davidson in Pikeville.
The good folks at Howard Family Pharmacy grew up right here in Eastern Kentucky. They know this town just as well as they know their customers. You want to be greeted by a friend and a pharmacist you know and trust. Come see Wes Howard and Tiffany Jacobs at Howard Family Pharmacy, located at Eastern near Allen Central High School. Call us or visit howardfamilypharmacy.com. Most insurance plans are accepted. Late hours, open on Saturday. Howard Family Pharmacy.
Welcome back to the field house at Prestonsburg, where we're about a minute away from the second half. Betsy Layne 43, Prestonsburg 12. And, you know, if you're Coach Rose, I think you come out here 0-0, just compete and see if you can win this third quarter, maybe win the fourth quarter, and, you know, just go back and game plan, see what you can do to get better.
Well, you know, with the way the high school's set up, you got your district tournament and then the regional tournament if you make it that far. So you can look at the regular season as a preseason.
Yes.
More or less. And, of course, they'll be without Ryan Rose, their big man in the middle, as he took a spill, fouled on in the act of shooting, and had a shoulder injury. And during the halftime, we seen him leaving the gymnasium. So we want to send our thoughts and prayers out to Ryan that it wasn't nothing serious, that he can be back on the floor and playing with his fellow teammates.
Yes. And, you know, like you said, the preseason, you know, and before the game, Betsy Layne, you know, may have that chip on their shoulder. They got eliminated last year, first round right here on this floor.
Yes, they did. And the Bobcats will have it start this half, and here's Mills down the lane, puts it up, and in a strong drive, Chase Mills.
Good move. Out all the way to the cup.
Here in the front court, Prestonsburg, Justice with it. Gets it over to Hopkins. Gullett just inside the three-point line, no good. Here's Brady Robinson, and he gets the rebound, and he's fouled. Might see it tighten up here just a little bit.
I'm sure, yeah. I mean, I think this game's pretty well in hand, and the last thing you need is kids wolfing at each other.
A little bit of flare-up.
Yeah.
That was on Hopkins. And Howell brings it in the front court, gives it to Rainey, and throws it. Boy, nice save that time. Robinson goes inside. Mills wide open, puts it up and in. (47-12) Betsy Layne. Prestonsburg working in the front court with it. That's Jarvis. Gets it out to Hopkins. Back over in the corner to Jarvis. He's double team. Gets it inside to Gullett. And try to draw the charge. And
wow.
Then they called the block.
A little late on that one.
That was real late.
I think that might have been a different play he watched there, Larry.
I was looking to see which player was going to call it off because Rainey was laying on the floor before the shot.
Did he give it to Rainey?
Yeah.
Did he? Yeah, I don't know.
And Gully to be at the line and makes the first. He'll have one more. Our old buddy Joey Dotson watching in tonight. Gully made them both. 47-14.
Good pass.
And right down the lane, there's Rainey with the finger roll up and in.
Good pass by Robinson.
On the other end, Justice, 12-foot free throw line, no good. Rebound comes off the Howe. Long pass up to Robinson. He takes it, jump step, no good. Frazier with the rebound, puts it up and in. 51-14. And that will put us into the running clock. And here's a steal. Robinson takes it down and puts it up and in, and the foul on Justice.
Prestonsburg foul number 4 brings us to
51-14. Betsy Layne just doing nothing wrong right now.
No, I mean, again, the defense, still leads to the last two.
Brady Robinson missed the free throw. Rebound comes off to Justice. Here's Hopkins with it, and he's going to be fouled by Frazier. Got him with the knee, they said.
Yeah, that's going to get a little, I don't know. Let's hope this thing keeps under control.
Get a little tight.
Yeah.
That's the second team foul on Betsy Layne. Justice will have it for Prestonsburg. Gets it over to Hopkins. He's open for a three. High arcer, no good. Mills high for the rebound. Gets it over to Howe into the front court. Bobcats on the run. Now they'll hold it up. Give it over to Mills. He stopped. Free throw line up. Rolls it in.
Good finish. He's having his 6th point already this quarter.
55-14. And here's Justice. 8-footer in the lane. No good. Rebound comes off to Rainey. Gets it over to Mills. Got your two big guys bringing it up.
Yeah.
Now they'll get it over to Howe.
Need to find a guard.
Howe works down the left side, gets it over to Frazier. It's tip loose. Gullett comes up the rebound, gets it over to Salisbury. West Salisbury in the front court, back over to Gullett. And he'll give it over to Hopkins. Grant Justice steps out now, takes it down over in the corner. West Salisbury, high arcing three, count it, bottom of the net.
Good shot.
55-17. And down on the other end, here's Mills, no good. Rebound Hopkins. Justice drives the lane, it's knocked loose, and he runs it down. Goes inside to Gullett and reverse layup up and in.
Nifty little shot.
55-19.
Just flipped it up.
Here's Howe with it in the front court. Hopkins guarding him. Howe breaks loose down, and Justice knocks it loose. And then Jarvis trying to get it, and finally they call a
25.
Got a foul. 25, Rainey. And Betsy Layne will have a couple of substitutions coming in. That's Byron Tackett and Cameron Pentay coming in for the Bobcats. We're under 4 minutes, third quarter, 55-19. Betsy Layne with the big lead. Justice gives it over to Gullett. And there's going to be a foul before the shot.
On Robinson.
Robinson.
It's his third.
4 team fouls now for the Bobcats. Justice on his own baseline. Gets it into Justice. Will open in the corner for a three. No good. Frazier comes off with the rebound. Gets it over to Pentay. Into the front court to come. That's Byron Tackett. He's looking for help. Now gets it out to Pentay. Pentay has it knocked out of bounds, but Jarvis here to stay with the Bobcats. 3:09 on a running clock. Third quarter. Pentay works into the front court for the Bobcats. gives it over to Tackett. Down the lane, kicks it back out to Frazier, and he's fouled. Grant Justice.
Or I think that one was Hopkins.
12. Oh, did he call it Hopkins?
I think so. Yeah,
oh, okay.
That's his third.
And what we got now?
Number 5. I'm not sure.
Well, I'm not sure they're sending Hopkins to the bench. How many fouls you have from him?
That's just 4.
I might have thought they had 5 on him, and then here's Frazier down the lane, left-handed shot, no good. Rebound comes off to Grant Justice. Frazier stops to dribble. Here's Jarvis. And John Little back into the game for Prestonsburg. Number 11, that's Caleb Lawson. Lawson, baseline jumper up and good.
Good looking shot.
55-21. I'm not sure why they took Hopkins out of the game. They might have been 5 on him, not sure. They're not putting him on the boards like they did in the girls' game, so we're in the dark on that. And finally, they call foul on Justice as Mills got mugged over on the sideline.
He did. Yeah, I don't know how much more basketball we're going to get, but I'd say we're going to get a lot of whistles.
Yes.
And that clock keeps rolling. I don't know how much game action we're going to get.
I'm not sure if it's it's not intentional, I know, but there's been more fouls called since the clock started running.
Yes, that's true. Very true. Got a little chippy in here.
And here is Pentay getting it in. Tackett, long 3, no good. Rebound comes over to Howell. And Howell's been guarded by Jarvis, and there is inside. Frazier muscles it up and in, and a foul call. Count the bucket. Fouls on number 14, West Salisbury. Frazier will go to the line trying to complete the three-point play. It's 57-21, Betsy Layne in a blowout. We're in the third quarter, folks. 58-21. And here's Salisbury for Prestonsburg in the front court. Lawson, 3, no good. Rebound comes off. Salisbury puts it up, no good. Battle for rebound. Mills goes up and claims it. Out to Robinson, 1-on-4. Kicks it over in the corner. And Howell with the 3, no good. Rebound comes off John Little. Gets it over to Jarvis. Front court. Down the lane and carried the basketball. Turned it over.
He's a little too fast for his own good.
Our old buddy Richie Tackett watching down in Iville, Kentucky. And that'll probably be the last shot of the quarter. Betsy Layne 5, 4, 3 seconds. And Frazier stops, pops, knocks it down at the buzzer. At the end of 3, 60-21, Betsy Layne over the Black Cats of Prestonsburg. This is Intermountain Sports Network.
Would you rather pay $650 or $66 for a smartphone? Simple. With the Appalachian Advantage plan. Pay less up front and then just a few dollars more every month. Better service, bigger savings. That's today's Appalachian Wireless.
I want to talk about a subject that's a little bit hard to talk about. Some of you out there may feel like you're at the lowest point in your life. Feels like it's never going to get better. You feel like the only option out there is to end your life. I promise, that's not the only option, and in fact, that's not an option at all. Taking your life doesn't end the pain, it gives the pain to other people. Keep your head up, I promise, things will eventually get better.
I'm Attorney John Earl Hunt. I believe in the U.S. Constitution, and I support the American flag. I'm a country lawyer. I'd be honored to represent you in your case. I'll treat you right. I'll do the best I can to help you.
Here to start the fourth quarter, Betsy Layne 60, Prestonsburg 21. Prestonsburg with the ball.
And they'll work it down into the corner. That was Martin with it, and he throws it into the backcourt, over and back, turnover to go to Betsy Layne. Betsy Layne with, well, I ain't going to say the 5 new players in there. Some of these players have played before. It look like Mills still in.
That's he goes about 9 deep. This is his second 4+ Mims.
Right, that's Byron Tackett with it, and he's going to be fouled before the shot. But that will be 7 team fouls for Prestonsburg, so it'll be the 1-1 for Byron Tackett. Just getting started here in the fourth quarter. As Justin said, 60-21. Prestonsburg with 9 points in that third quarter. That's the most they've scored in a quarter as Tackett hits the first one.
Yeah, it's been a struggle offensively for Prestonsburg all night.
Byron Tackett, a junior, and makes them both. 62-21. Here to into the front court. That's number 1 Napier for Prestonsburg on the court. Caleb Lawson. And John Little gets it over to Salisbury. Free throw line jumper up, comes up short. And the only reason he's come up short, foul called. He was fouled in act of shooting. Pente on the foul.
Got him on the arm.
So West Salisbury will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. First one's up and good. 62-22. You'll have one more. And it's up and good also. 62-23. Here's Pente driving. Reverses, gets it into Mills. And Mills will be called for the charge. Good position that time by Jacob Martin.
Yeah, Coach Newsom didn't like the call, but I think Mike's going to tell him why it was a good call.
Yeah, Mike will tell him why it's a good call.
Yes, he will. Yes, he will.
And on the other end, John Little, his shot's partially blocked. Picked up by number 3, Donnie Hamilton in the game. Gives it over to Mills. Mills on the floor, working on Jacobs. In lane, spin move, and walk. Took 1 step too many. Good looking move.
Yeah, just when he picked that other foot up, that's the 1 too many.
Yes.
Mims has done a good job tonight, you know, handling the ball. He's went to the goal a couple times and finished.
And here down in Prestonsburg working with it as John Little has it. And Salisbury loses it, picks it back up. Gets it over to Martin, long 3, no good. Rebound off Byron Tackett, racing down the floor. And has it knocked loose from behind by Caleb Lawson. It's going to stay with the Bobcats.
Good hustle. That's what you like to see, not look at the scoreboard and just give it everything you've got the whole time until the point goes off.
These guys that's on the floor now, they're going to take advantage of the playing time that they're getting afforded to play.
Yep.
Here's Mills with it.
Maybe impress the coach and get a couple when it matters.
Pente, long 3, up and good. Nobody picked him up. He just stops and drops it through. Just a freshman. And we got a foul on the other end. That's going to be 17 fouls for Betsy Layne. Pente with the foul called. So both teams now 17 fouls. And that will send West Salisbury to the line.
Gets the bonus.
And we've got a viewer saying that number 1 for Prestonsburg is Casey Chad Mead. We've got him listed as number 22 on our roster, but we'll change that. Number 1, Mead, not Connor Napier. And Salisbury's free throw up and good. 65-25, Betsy Layne with the big lead. Here's Pente. Down the lane, little floater up, no good. Rebound, gets his own rebound. Gets it over in the corner. Hamilton back to Pente, and ball blocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with Betsy Layne. 4 new players coming in for Betsy Layne. For Prestonsburg. We'll call them. I see right now number 55. We don't have him on the roster. You got him on your book?
I do not.
And Donnie Hamilton scores for Betsy Layne.
Yeah, that's where KHSAA, you know, when we pull our stuff from there, that's what we're kind of at their mercy.
And here's a shot, 3-pointer up, no good for Prestonsburg. That was number 32. I don't have a 32, so we're in the dark. And on the other end, up and good for Betsy Layne. That's number 13, Tanner Martin, and he will go to the line to try to complete the 3-point play.
Got a revolving door now, Larry.
Yes.
Well, they're all over the place.
69-25, Betsy Layne with the big lead.
Big lead.
And Tanner Martin's free throw up and good.
Good finish by Martin, too, there. Go through the contact.
Here's Prestonsburg on the other end. A long 3 put up by number 0. That's Caden Allen, according to our roster. Rebound comes off and foul called. Number 24 will go to the line. And
don't have a 24 either.
So he'll have the 1 in the bonus. First one up, no good. Rebound, 55 for Prestonsburg. His shot's no good. He's fouled. It'll be 2 shots. Anybody out there watching these games, help us out on these numbers.
55. Yeah, we don't have a number higher than 23.
And we're going with the rosters that was given to us. First shot up and good. And the second shot is no good. Out of bounds. It's going to stay with Prestonsburg. They work it in. That's number 0. Caden Allen throws it away. Betsy Layne comes up with the steal. Working in the front court. Kicks it out. Ball drop. Knocked loose. Prestonsburg comes up with it. And knocked loose on the other end. Betsy Layne comes up with the ball. Drives to the other end. Shot up. No good. Knocked out of bounds. Who are they giving it to?
I think they're staying
Betsy Layne.
I think
shot
that
was
might
blocked.
do it.
That might, as you say, there's only 7 seconds left. And going to dribble it out. And down the lane, shot up, no good. Battle for the rebound, and it's the final. 70-26. Betsy Layne over Prestonsburg. We'll send it back to the station. Be back for some final stats and comments as Rent Mountain Sports Network.
The good folks at Howard Family Pharmacy grew up right here in Eastern Kentucky. They know this town just as well as they know their customers. You want to be greeted by a friend and a pharmacist you know and trust. Come see Wes Howard and Tiffany Jacobs at Howard Family Pharmacy, located at Eastern near Allen Central High School. Call us or visit howardfamilypharmacy.com. Most insurance plans are accepted. Late hours, open on Saturday. Howard Family Pharmacy.
Would you rather pay $650 or $66 for a smartphone? Simple. With the Appalachian Advantage plan. Pay less up front and then just a few dollars more every month. Better service, bigger savings. That's today's Appalachian Wireless.
I want to talk about a subject that's a little bit hard to talk about. Some of you out there may feel like you're at the lowest point in your life. Feels like it's never going to get better. You feel like the only option out there is to end your life. I promise, that's not the only option, and in fact, that's not an option at all. Taking your life doesn't end the pain, it gives the pain to other people. Keep your head up, I promise, things will eventually get better.
I'm Attorney John Earl Hunt. I believe in the U.S. Constitution, and I support the American flag. I'm a country lawyer. I'd be honored to represent you in your case. I'll treat you right. I'll do the best I can to help you.
Are you tired of the same old cell phone? Want a brand new phone but really don't want to pay hundreds of dollars up front for it? Then Appalachian Wireless has the deal for you. Get the phone you actually want instead of settling for a cheaper phone with the Appalachian Advantage plan. Instead of paying $400 or more for the best phone, simply pay the taxes up front, then a few bucks more on your monthly bill. Stop by your local Appalachian Wireless store or dealer today for more information. It's the better, simpler way to pay, and it's called the Appalachian Advantage. Better service, bigger savings. That's today's Appalachian Wireless.
Welcome back to the Prestonsburg Fieldhouse. We got a final in tonight's second game between Betsy Layne and Prestonsburg. Betsy Layne 70-26 over Prestonsburg.
Yeah, big time win by Betsy Layne. I mean, that's a statement, you know, and not, you know, you win by that many points, but just laying the hammer down defensively and only giving up 26 points is big time. For Betsy Layne, some quick stats here. Brady Robinson with 13. Jordan Frazier with 23, Chase Mims with 9, Nick Howe with 6, Byron Tackett with 7, Jacob Rainey with 4, Cameron Pente with 3, Donnie Hamilton with 2, and Tanner Martin with 3. And for Prestonsburg,
Gearheart Broadband knows the internet is evolving, taking new twists and turns. As we add our input, make our choices, and follow the light that connects us all. It's quite a journey, one to experience with the fastest speeds available. Contact Gearheart Broadband and connect to the internet speed that suits your journey, and enjoy the ride.
I want to talk about a subject that's a little bit hard to talk about. Some of you out there may feel like you're at the lowest point in your life. Feels like it's never going to get better. You feel like the only option out there is to end your life. I promise, that's not the only option, and in fact, that's not an option at all. Taking your life doesn't end the pain, it gives the pain to other people. Keep your head up, I promise, things will eventually get better.
More than ever, we're all living online right now. It's one more reason using online account management from Gearheart Communications just makes sense. Visit ecare.gearheart.com to sign up so you can pay your bill, review your statements, or set up worry-free automatic payments, all without leaving your home. Make life a little easier. Online account management from Gearheart Broadband. Sign up today at ecare.gearheart.com.
The good folks at Howard Family Pharmacy grew up right here in Eastern Kentucky. They know this town just as well as they know their customers. You want to be greeted by a friend and a pharmacist you know and trust. Come see Wes Howard and Tiffany Jacobs at Howard Family Pharmacy, located at Eastern near Allen Central High School. Call us or visit howardfamilypharmacy.com. Most insurance plans are accepted. Late hours, open on Saturday. Howard Family Pharmacy.
Fully wireless sensors mean easy installation without damage from drilling. One app gives you total control over every aspect of your home. The ultimate deterrent for porch pirates. Know exactly when you receive a delivery. You need security that is a fully integrated security solution, encrypted end-to-end and professionally monitored. Enjoy the peace of mind that comes from a professional smart security system.
When life's unfortunate events happen, we sometimes see people at their worst. That's why we make it our goal to give them our best. If you've been involved in an auto accident, have a workers' compensation, Social Security, or SSI claim, you need an attorney with proven results. You need John Earl Hunt.
I'm attorney John Earl Hunt. I believe in the U.S. Constitution and I support the American flag. I'm a country lawyer. I'd be honored to represent you in your case. I'll treat you right. I'll do the best I can to help you.
Would you rather pay $650 or $66 for a smartphone? Simple. With the Appalachian Advantage plan. Pay less up front and then just a few dollars more every month. Better service, bigger savings. That's today's Appalachian Wireless.
Use your smart home speaker to arm and disarm the system. A full line of cameras for both indoor and outdoor areas, so you can keep an eye on your property no matter where you are. Get an early alert for water leaks before you lose thousands of dollars to expensive flood damage. one easy-to-use interface for your phone, and the slimline touchpad. Enjoy the peace of mind that comes from a professional smart security system.
I'm Attorney John Earl Hunt. I believe in the U.S. Constitution and I support the American flag. I'm a country lawyer. I'd be honored to represent you in your case. I'll treat you right. I'll do the best I can to help you.
Come see the lineup of all new 2021 Harleys at Mineshaft Harley Davidson in Pikeville.
Are you tired of the same old cell phone? Want a brand new phone but really don't want to pay hundreds of dollars up front for it? Then Appalachian Wireless has the deal for you. Get the phone you actually want instead of settling for a cheaper phone with the Appalachian Advantage plan. Instead of paying $400 or more for the best phone, simply pay the taxes up front, then a few bucks more on your monthly bill. Stop by your local Appalachian Wireless store or dealer today for more information. It's the better, simpler way to pay, and it's called the Appalachian Advantage. Better service, bigger savings. That's today's Appalachian Wireless.
I want to talk about a subject that's a little bit hard to talk about. Some of you out there may feel like you're at the lowest point in your life. It feels like it's never going to get better. You feel like the only option out there is to end your life. I promise, that's not the only option, and in fact, that's not an option at all. Taking your life doesn't end the pain, it gives the pain to other people. Keep your head.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Intermountain Cable, Attorney John Earl Hunt, Coalfields Telephone, Overhead Door of Eastern Kentucky, Big Sandy REAC. It is also brought to you by Howard Family Pharmacy, Mineshaft Harley Davidson, Gearheart Security, Appalachian Wireless, and Parkview Pharmacy. Live high school basketball coverage on the Intermountain Sports Network is a production of WPRG TV.